Hello guys, in our previous video we just learned how to make MVC application in .NET, right, with ASPX views. Okay, so in today's session I will teach you how to make an MVC application in Razor views. So for that we are doing file new project, then C# Visual Studio, MVC 4 web application, or you can use here MVC 5 application. Here I am giving it name as demo 2. Okay, basic, and here in view engine I am selecting now Razor. Okay. Okay, so what is the difference between Razor and ASPX views? ASPX views are commonly ASP.NET pages, right? Like we know that our ASP.NET pages are having extension .aspx, right? So same way in ASPX view, we can do everything that we can do in an ASP.NET web form. Okay. And using Razor we are having a view that is .cshtml or .vbhtml. That depends on our technology, right? Backend technology. Like we are using currently we are using C#.NET, right? We are making a project in C#.NET with ASP.NET, right? So our view will be .cshtml, and if we are using VB.NET with ASP.NET, then our view will be .vbhtml. Okay. Okay, so we have created our project. Let's see Solution Explorer. Okay, so demo 2 is ready now. It is having empty controller, empty models and views folders here. Okay, here I am creating one model, that is class. Okay, I am just repeating the previous example that we created with users, right? So we created users class, users.cs in model. Okay, and in that class users.cs we have these all things. I'm just copying and pasting it in current project. Okay. Okay, this is our model. In this model what we have is we have one private list of strings, that is its name is list. Okay, and then I have created one constructor, and in that constructor I initiated that lst with new list of string, and I added some strings into that list. That is private, right? So for accessing this I just created one public method, that is public get users. Okay, and in this just I am returning that lst. This is called data abstraction of OOP. Okay, now I am adding controller. Controller's name will be user controller, just like our previous example. Okay, this is user controller, and this is action result method that is having name index. I am just changing its name with home. Okay, don't forget to rename this, otherwise it will prompt error in view. Okay, what you have to do, okay, I'm just repeating the action. Okay, previously its name was index, right? Okay, if I want to change its name, I have to change its name, and can you see that red symbol downstairs? Okay, it is saying that rename index to home. Okay, rename index to home means wherever they are using index keyword, now they will replace it with home keyword. Okay, so we are just renaming it. That's it. Okay, so our controller and model are ready. Okay, just I'm copying controller's content also. Okay, what we have done here, we have to import model. Okay, so what we have done here is we are creating the object for model. Then we are calling the get users method from the model, and we are fetching all the list into the data. Okay, and then I am just storing that data into the viewback dot data. Okay, here you can give any name. Okay, and what is the viewback? So I'm just repeating it. Viewback is a bag that carries some variables. Okay, variables inside or objects inside. Okay, or list, it can have anything, and whatever we are putting in the view bag, that all things are accessible from this view. Which view? Home view. Okay, why? Because we have put data into the home view, right? View bag. Okay, so we are putting the data into the view bag of home view. Okay, so in our home view, home.cshtml that we will make, in that page we will access this data. If you are giving here name users, then you have to write their users. Okay, whatever name you are giving into the view bag, you have to access that name in our view. Okay, so controller and models are ready. Now going to the view. Okay, what we have to do here is, first we have to create a folder for what? For controller. Like we are using now we are creating views for which controller? User controller. So all the views of that user controller should be inside the folder that has name user. So we are adding new folder, its name is user. Why? Because our controller's name is user controller. Look here, user controller, right? So here I have created one folder that is user, and here in user folder I am adding one view. That is which view? Home view. Why? Because in user controller we have here action result method that is home. So it is searching for the view that is present as name as home.cshtml, right? In which folder? So in user folder. Why? Because our controller's name is user. So if you are having here some xyz controller and abc action result, then what you have to do? You have to first make a folder called xyz, because your controller's name is xyz, and then you have to create one view called abc.cshtml in that xyz folder. Okay, so here view's name will be home, and it is razor, so its extension will be cshtml, c sharp html. Add. Okay, so now you can see that we have one view home.cshtml inside the user controller, user folder. Okay, so I am saving till now, and I am just running the application. It should come this h2 tag into our view. Okay, now what we have to write here is first controller's name, that is user, slash home, that is view's name. Okay, then it will load our view. Okay, so we are having this h2 tag, so it is showing here home, means our controller, our model and our view, all three things are loaded perfectly. Okay, now our next step should be, we have to iterate a loop on this viewback.data, right? As we have done into an ASPX view, right? Same way we have to do it in Razor view. Okay, I'm just discussing few points about Razor, that in every Razor syntax it starts with @ symbol. @ means it is your Razor syntax. Okay, and Razor is nothing but it is having all the server-side scripting language. Like if you are using C#, then you can write entire C# into the Razor syntax, right? And if you are using VB.NET, then you can use VB.NET syntax into the Razor. Okay, but you have to mention that this block is of server-side scripting language, means this block is of C# language, right? So for that you have to write @ and curly braces. Can you see this? This block is of server-side scripting language, that is C#.NET. Why? Because this viewbag is available into C#, right? Not in HTML or not in JavaScript. It is the part of the C#.NET. Okay, so you have to write this @ and curly braces symbol. Okay, one more thing, like C#.NET's code, you have to put a semicolon at the end of each and every statement in Razor. Okay, and third thing, that for declaring the variable, right? For declaring the variable, you have to write var var variable. Okay, var just before the name of the variable, like var variable, then its name, that is first name, then is equals to, in double quotes, Ami. Okay, so that is the Razor's variable. Okay, and you can use it in throughout your CS HTML page. Okay, so here what I am doing is, okay, now here I have to make a loop. Okay, so for that I have to start the C# block, means Razor block, using this @ and curly braces symbol. Okay, here what will be the loop? For each loop. Okay, you can see we have all the help that is available in C#.NET, right? So I'm just using for each loop, and here I'm giving it the name of object, and in collection what we will do is viewback.data. Okay, so what this for each loop will do, it will iterate on viewback.data. Okay, and what we have in viewback.data, that is, here we are going, okay, we have added these 4 things into this list. Okay, and this list is only added into the viewback. So in viewback.data we are having 4 elements, and each element is iterated into the object variable. Means if this loop is if this loop is running for the first time, in this object it will be Ami, then Anand, then Hershey, and then Rishi. Okay, so object's value will be changed in each and every iteration of the for each loop. Okay, so what we have to write here is response dot write. It will just write on the screen. What we have to write? Obj object and semicolon. Okay, so this is our Razor's code. Okay, I am just refreshing our page here. Okay, can you see here? Ami, Anand, Rishi, Hershey. But it is all together. Okay, now one more thing. We can write any code of HTML into our Razor's code. Like, it is not like that our Razor's curly braces is started here and ended here, right? So it is not like we cannot write here HTML. We can write it. Okay, how we can write it? I am showing you. Like, I am using paragraph tag of HTML. So in paragraph, what we have to write? Just we have to write this object, obj object, right? So here I have to write like this, @ and obj. That's it. Now let's check. Okay, so now paragraph tag is applied to each and every object's name. Okay, so this was our basic demo about Razor and MVC. I hope you get it. If don't, you can question me here. Okay, see you in next video.